Hi and welcome to my channel. In this video I'll show you how to replace the differential fluid in a W220 Mercedes-Benz. Same procedure applies for W210, the E series and others. What you need are some jack stands, a jack of course, and a 14 millimeter hex socket, as well as a wrench and a torque wrench, a catch pan to collect the fluid, and you want to raise the front of the car with the jack first, and then place first starting with the front, the two jack stands, place the car at the mounting points that you see here on the two stands in the front, and then use some kind of wood board, 2x4 or something, whatever you have, to place on top of the jack, and then place the wood board under the differential housing itself, kind of in the center of it. Center the board on the jack and under the differential housing, and then lift up the car from the differential, and then place two more jack stands underneath the mounting points in the rear, and make sure that the car is as even as possible, and also the ground where you're lifting the car should be even. Safety first. I've put the 4 tires. I was doing some other work with the brakes, and so I had the tires out, and so I placed the tires to 2 on each side for an additional safety measure. And you'll find the bolt, the drain bolt, here in the bottom right of the differential, and the filler bolt top left of the differential. What you want to do is remove, or try to remove, this bolt first, even though this is the filler bolt. You want to do this because if for some reason the differentials get very hot, and if you cannot undo the bolt, and let's say you unscrew the drain bolt first and you're draining the fluid, and yet you cannot undo the filler bolt, then you cannot drive the car anymore. So it's best to at least loosen this bolt first, the filler bolt, and of course at some point you want to remove it completely. That increases the air pressure, so it will drain faster. Remove this bolt first, and then remove the drain bolt second, after you have successfully been able to unscrew the filler bolt. And you need a 14 millimeter hex socket for this. The torque value for both bolts is the same, 50 Newton meters. And you need to have a catch pan, of course, underneath to collect this. You want to do this a lot of people neglect this. You want to do this every 2 transmission fluid replacements. So I would say about 60,000 miles or so, definitely between 60 and 80,000 miles. As you can see, it gets dark quickly. Mine is not too bad because I've always serviced this car on even a better schedule than what I'm telling you. But if you want your differential to last, it's good to replace this fluid every 60,000 miles. Draining it is very easy. The hardest part of this job is to fill it. If you have a pump, it's much easier. You can get one from Harbor Freight. I didn't have one, so the gear oil I'm using comes with a nozzle. You can just squeeze the bottle, the plastic container, compress that, and as long as you find a place where you can easily work with the bottle and keep it squeezing. You need to be patient. It takes a little while. You need about 1.6 liters, but you keep filling and filling until oil starts to drip from the filler hole. That means it's now at capacity. Of course, clean the bowls as I'm doing here, and I'm using some TFE paste to make sure it's leak free, as you will see in a second. And the cap here, just you lift it up and it removes, and as you see, it has a nozzle. I'm using 85 W90. You can use 75 W90. Both will work just fine. This is very cheap compared to other brands. I got it for about $7.30 from FCP Euro. So you need 2 bottles. Each is 1 liter. So before you fill the fluid, of course, you want to torque, tighten and torque this bolt, the drain bolt, and then using the nozzle and finding just the right place to squeeze the bottle and fill the fluid. It might take you a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do this, or even longer, because you won't have a lot of room underneath unless you raise the car a little more than I have. But that's pretty much it. Once you see the fluid draining out, then it means you've reached capacity. You want to clean the area well, and then put in the bolt and torque it to 50 Newton meters, and you're done. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.